June 22nd, 1986. The World Cup quarterfinal. Argentina and England are locked in a scoreless battle. A loose ball hangs above the penalty box. Below it stands the English national team. They are a defensive fortress, heavily favored to win, and the primary obstacle blocking Argentina's path to glory. Diego Armando Maradona, standing just 5'5", launches himself upward into the crowded penalty area to challenge the towering English goalkeeper for the ball. Knowing he cannot reach high enough to win a header, Maradona raises his left fist and punches the ball directly into the net. The referee misses the raised arm completely. Despite furious protests from the English players, the goal officially counts on the sport's biggest stage. Committing a blatant foul in a World Cup knockout match typically ruins a player's reputation. Yet this man is worshipped globally as a football deity. To understand how he survived the backlash, we have to look at what happened exactly 4 minutes after this crime. As the timer ticks past 3 minutes and 45 seconds, the context for that raised fist begins 6,000 miles away from this pristine stadium. This is Villa Fiorito, a shantytown on the outskirts of Buenos Aires, built entirely without paved roads, electricity, or running water. Every match played on these dirt pitches carried real-world consequences. Winning meant securing a meal or pocket change through a constant physical hustle against older opponents. The handball in Mexico City was a direct application of shantytown logic. In these streets, exploiting a referee's blind spot was a survival skill used to overcome the odds. His ability to manipulate the ball and the opposition was so advanced that by age 8, professional scouts evaluating him refused to believe he was actually a child. The severe poverty of his youth produced an athlete hardwired to win at all costs. Rules that stood in the way of victory were simply obstacles to bypass. The clock crosses 2 minutes and 30 seconds. By 1982, that relentless drive pushes him out of Argentina and onto the European stage. He arrives here at Barcelona's massive Camp Nou, securing a world record transfer fee and stepping directly into the intense glare of elite club football. Look at this chart comparing historical transfer values. The first towering bar is his move to Barcelona. 2 years later, the second bar shatters it. He becomes the first player ever to break the world transfer record twice, moving to Napoli. The massive price tag contrasted sharply with his new destination. Napoli was a marginalized underdog club in southern Italy that had never secured a major national title in its entire existence. Against the wealthy, dominant teams of the north, he elevated the entire roster around him, leading Napoli to their first ever Serie A championships in 1987 and 1990. He delivered a championship to a city desperate for recognition. In return, the people of Naples elevated him from a star athlete to a religious icon. The devotion remained so absolute that the city ultimately renamed their stadium in his honor, creating a concrete temple to his legacy. When he walked onto the pitch for the 1986 World Cup, he was already carrying the psychological weight of a savior expected to deliver miracles on demand. We are back in Mexico City. The clock hits 15, then 10. Play resumes after the controversial handball. Maradona collects a pass deep inside his own half. He is 60 yards from the English goal, immediately swarmed by opposition markers. He turns. He leaves the first defender stranded. A second moves in and is beaten by a sudden shift in momentum. He accelerates past a third, heading through the midfield with perfect control. Approaching the box, He drops his shoulder, bypasses the towering goalkeeper, holds off a final lunging defender, and slots the ball into the net. 5 professional players beaten in 10 seconds. A global fan poll commanded by FIFA officially crowned this the goal of the century. Argentina wins the match and eventually takes this trophy. The ultimate prize in global sports was secured by a man who delivered the most cynical cheat and the most undeniable athletic miracle, exactly 4 minutes apart. The human body and mind cannot endlessly sustain the pressure of being treated as a god. The structural collapse began in 1991. After testing positive for cocaine, he was hit with a 15-month suspension, fracturing his public image. 3 years later, his international career ended in disgrace. He failed another drug test at the 1994 World Cup and was immediately expelled from the tournament, walking away from the global stage for the very final time. The exact traits that made him unstoppable on the field, the refusal to accept boundaries, the reliance on raw instinct, fueled a chaotic, destructive personal life off of it. Football fans still debate the 1986 quarterfinal. Some argue the deliberate deception of the hand of God permanently stains the genius of the goal of the century. But his story proves that supreme athletic greatness and profound human flaw can exist in the exact same person, in the exact same 4-minute window. Let us know in the comments how you view his legacy, and subscribe to Pitch Dossier for our upcoming short breaking down the Hand of God debate.